Hello everyone, I am Kavya from Data Science Branch, GM University. Today I am here to explain on the project of cybersecurity, that is login anomaly detection. Anomaly is nothing but an error, and here are the 5 most important points for anomaly detection in password security, that is unusual login patterns, detecting abnormal login behavior such as multiple failed attempts or logins from unfamiliar locations and devices. Next is geographical anomalies, identifying logins from distant or unexpected geographical locations, indicating potential unauthorized access. And next one is new devices or IP detection, flagging logins from new devices, browsers or IP addresses that are not associated with the user's formal activity. And next one is password change monitoring, monitoring for unexpected or frequent password changes, which could indicate that attacker attempting to take the control of the account. Integration with multiple factor authentication, triggering multiple factor authentication challenges when an anomaly is detected, adding an extra attempting to take control of the account, extra layer of security to the authentication process. And the key features of our code are login screen. When once we have created a basic GUI with fields for username and password and a button to indicate the login process. And next one is anomaly detection. The code checks if the login occurs from the unfamiliar country or during unusual hours, that is outside from 9 am to 9 pm IST. User requests to get the current location of the IP. And the next one is error success alerts. If there is a wrong username or password, an error message is shown. If there is an anomaly, wrong location or outside normal hours, a warning message is triggered. On successful logging, a welcome back message appears on the screen. And suggestion for the improvements are error handling for request. We have handled the case where the request gets failed by returning unknown for the country, but it might be a good idea to show a warning in the GUI if the location could not be retrieved. It would improve users' experience. Now I am going to explain our code. Import Tinker as TK. Import Tinker as TK, that imports the Tinker his library, which is used to create the graphical user interfaces, that is GUI. Message box, this is imported from the Tinker to show the proper message boxes used for success or error messages. And next is PIL import image TK. These are the parts of the Python imaging libraries and help to load, manipulate and display the images in the Tinker window. And the next is import date time. This library is used to work with the dates and times, that is example checking the current time of the user's login. And next is request. This is used to make HTTP request. In this case, it is used to get the current IP address of the location and the information. Now, the helper functions to get the location from IP. Def get location try, and in this it explains that get location, this function attempts to retrieve the locations country of the users on their IP addresses. Next is request.get, sends an HTTP get request to the ipinfo.io API to get the location data based on the user's IP addresses. Next is data equal to res.json, converts the JSON response from the API into the Python dictionary. Next is country. Country equal to data of country, extracts the country's codes, that is in for India, from the dictionary. Next, return country. Return country, it returns the country code. Next is except. If the request or parsing the fails due to a network issue, it returns unknown as the fallback country. Now I am going to explain the main logic for checking login. Check login. This function is called when the user's login button. Entry username dot get retrieves the values entered in the username field. And next is entry password dot get retrieves the value entered in the password field. Next is hard coded username password for comparison. And in this here we compare the correct username, correct password and the normal country. And correct username and correct password, in this these are the hard coded values for the correct username and password. In a real world scenario, these would be checked against a database. And next is normal country, defines the expected country, India in this case, with the country code IN. Next is normal hours, defines the acceptable login hours from 9 am to 9 pm. And next is the checking the username and password. If username equal to correct username and password equal to correct password name, checks if the entered username and password matches the hard coded values. Next I am going to explain about the get current time and location. In this we checked whether the person is logging from the exact time and the correct provided locations. Now equal to date dot now gets the current date and time. Next is current hour equal to now hour, extract the current hour from 0 to 23 from the current time. Next is current country equal to get location, calls the get location function to get the current user's country based on their IP address. Next is anomaly detection logic. If current country is not equal to normal country or current hour not in normal hours, it checks if the user is logging from an unexpected country or outside the normal working hours. If either condition is true, an anomaly is detected. And next is successful login. And in this we use the conditions like else condition. If the login is within a normal hours and from the expected country, this block is executed. Messagebox.showin.info, a message box pops up showing that the login was successful and the user is welcomed. Invalid username or password. Else, if the username or password is incorrect, this block is executed. Messagebox.showError, a message box pops up showing an error indicating that the username or password is incomplete. Next I am going to explain about the GUI setup. Root equal to tk.tk and it initializes the main Tinker windows. Next is root.title, login anomaly detector GMU, sets the title of the window. Next is load and display the GMU logo. Logo image equal to image.open of GMU logo.png. In this we need to save the image in the form of PNG. Logo image equal to logo image resize. We need to resize the image to the 150 cross 150. Logo photo image tk.photo image. Logo try expect. In this block attempts to load an image and display it in the GUI. If the image file is missing or another error occurs, it will print the error messages but it will not crash the application. Image.open opens the logo image resizes the logo image to fit the GUI interfaces, and logo photo converts the image into the format that can be displayed in the Tinker window. Next is logo label, creates a label widget to hold the display the image. Next is logo label.pack, places the logo in the window with the same padding. Next is the login form. In this username and password fields, these blocks creates the labels and the text entry fields for the user inputs to input their username and password. tk.label creates a label widget with the text. tk entry creates a text entry widget where the username can input text for the password field. The show parameter masks the input. Pack of paddy equal to 5. Places the widgets in the window with a vertical padding. Next is login button. tk.button creates a button labeled login. When clicked, it triggers the check login function. And command equal to check login binds the button click to the check login function. Font equal to Arial 12 sets the font and size of the text button. And bj equal to blue, fg equal to white sets the background color to the blue and the text color to the white. Pack of paddy equal to 10 adds the button to the window with the same vertical padding. Next is the window size and main loop. Root.geometry 350 cross 500 sets the size of the window to the 350 cross 500 pixels. And next is root.main loop starts the tinker event loop which listens for the user input, that is button clicks, and keeps the window open. This is the output of the project. When I give the username as admin and password as password 123 and login, and it shows that login was successful and welcome back. If in case I give username as Kavya and password as Kavya123 and login, it will show invalid password or username.